name's B. I'm literally the living, walking proof of addiction doesn't discriminate, because my background would not draw this out to end up here. You never in a million years, like with how I grew up, would you think that it would lead to that? Because the misconception is like you're the product of your environment type. Listen, I have a college degree, like graduated in honors in high school, like all that. Like I said, it's a misconception that like a certain type of person ends up here, because
it doesn't discriminate.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, tell us, take us down memory lane. Tell us what it was like for you growing up.
Until I was an adult, I thought I had a somewhat normal life, but as I going into treatments and digging deep with like therapists and stuff like that, I realized that I really did grow up kind of chaotic. Actually, I was an only child, so I was alone a lot, and my mom was a single mom and she worked all the time, so I was literally I was alone. But I had my grandparents, and like they did the best that they could for me. But generally, like I was raised right. I didn't, even though I was alone, I was still provided for the way that I should have been. I was given opportunity. I was granted opportunities that,
You were a blessed child.
Right. So
that's a blessing, right? To be fortunate to have things that some others don't have.
Exactly.
So how far do you go in school?
So I graduated from LeBeau, which is Drexel's business school, with a bachelor's in business administration. So.
That's amazing. What happened after graduating?
So I got in a car accident, and the good old car accident story where you're prescribed painkillers and back then we weren't told that you could become addicted to these things, even taking them as prescribed, right? And then after 2.5, 3 years of pain management, a doctor just decides, no, you're done. No taper, none of that stuff. So that then leads to acquiring them on the streets, and then that becomes too expensive, and then the cycle of,
spiraling, right?
From one drug to another. It's, the pills and then the heroin, and now it's, God even knows what is in this crap now.
How long have you been out here in Kensington?
Since 2023.
How has it been for you?
Hell is the only appropriate word to describe it.
I hear you.
It's easier said than done when people say like just leave, because you can't. Like, you really can't.
If it was that easy, a lot of people would be out of here, right?
The streets would be empty if it was that easy.
Let's talk about your day-to-day life. What is it like being you?
All right, so a little fun fact. In this very park, in June 25th, my husband and I were, June 25th of this year, my husband and I were actually like approached in this very park. I had been so sick. I was throwing my guts up, and it's crazy because a nun gave me a rosary and a priest blessed me, and not 5 minutes later.
So we got to deal with Demon Train.
Yep. It's one and then another. We should be good for it.
Continue.
A man approached us and asked us if we wanted to go to treatment, and I just knew right then and there. It's like, well, I know I'm not going to make it till tomorrow, so yes, like put me in that van and take me there now. So up until then, my day-to-day up until then was wake up, figure out how I'm getting money to get that bag so I'm not sick all day, and then you're 2 hours later trying to do the same thing over and over again. That was my day up until then. I have not touched that substance since that day, and I am still on these streets trying to build my life back up, but I have managed to not pick it back up since then.
So now what are you struggling out here with? What are you using?
Right now, actually, we're not using.
How many months sober are you?
June, July, August. It's been 3, so since June 25th. So it's September 29th. So is that July to August? August to September. It's been about 3 months.
3 months. So how do you feel?
It's tempting. It really is. Being down here is tempting. But listen, I know that detox almost killed me, and I was in a facility.
Tell us about it.
It was scary. It's not like years ago when there wasn't trank. That trank was brought here to kill us. Plain and simple. It's not for us to enjoy it. It was brought here to kill us, and it almost had me. It really did. It almost got me. I remember getting the Eagleville and getting so sick that they had to give me other medications in admissions. Like my first 3 days there, I was literally like, they were like, I had to have a nurse like bring me everywhere I had to go because I was just that sick. I don't remember a lot of it because I remember the pain. Listen, that pain is what keeps me clean. The pain that I went through of all that is what keeps me. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, ever.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people are afraid of going through it because they don't want to feel that. But you have to feel in order to heal, right?
Right.
You can't just keep saying F everything and running.
There's no growth in comfort.
Thank you. So now, what's your living situation?
So that's where my struggle is right now, is getting housing. Like, you put in contacts. I'm not legally, me and my husband aren't legally married, so like it's hard to get in somewhere together. So right now we stay with friends. We stay, wherever we can get a roof over our heads, really. I've lived in bandos, I've lived in Airbnbs, I've lived in hotels. I mean, it's survival. It's wherever you can safely put your head down.
Is that your husband behind me? I gotta ask you, you don't gotta put his business out there. Is he an addict or not?
We got clean together.
Wow, the power couple. I just came from talking to a couple who they are both in active addiction. Tell us, what is it like being in a relationship with another addict?
You have to both be ready. And you really have to be on the same page in order. It's not cookies and rainbows and flowers. It's being in a relationship as addicts is hard but it's a blessing too at the same time, because you have somebody that you've been through the lowest of the low of your life with, and you came out on the other side together.
So yeah, dear, I'm so proud of both of y'all. That's amazing. But y'all in Kensington, how are y'all able to maintain your recovery around people, places, and things?
I bring myself with me. We bring ourselves with us anywhere we go. I can go to a whole nother country. If I want to get high, I'm going to find the way to get high. We're addicts. We're the most resourceful human beings. You remember that pain. You remember that it was harder to get to where you are right then. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it.
If your friends or your family see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
I'm okay. I know that we had that situation that we had that, but I'm okay. And, I love you guys, and no matter what.
That's what's up. Now, for the rest of our brothers and sisters that you look around, you see they're still struggling out here. What advice would you give to them?
If you're ready to get clean, you can do it. I promise you can do it. Yes, it's hard. And the resources are there. They're here. They're all on this whole Kensington Ave. They're here. Prevention Point, the Hope Center, Sunshine House. Those resources are here to help you. They will they will get you into treatment that day if you really want it.
There are a lot of people in this world who judge people who struggle with drug addiction. What's your message for the world?
Unless you have walked in our shoes and know what it's like to wake up with that physical spiritual, mental, every part of your being, you could have no business making a judgment.
That's right. And if people want to reach out to you to offer you support, do you have an email?
I do.
Spell it.
It's Brandy, Brandy, G690 @gmail.com.
So Brandy, to take us home, my last one for you, what's your new addiction?
Colleen Hoover. She's
What?
Colleen Hoover books.
Okay. It's great to be known for your sobriety and not your addiction. AML family, we're taking flight. Remember, recovery is hard, but regret is harder, right?
It's possible.
Don't be bitter, be better. We out there.